Welcome to the Latino Startup, the podcast where we dive into the numbers, the stories, and the movement behind Latino entrepreneurship in the U.S. I'm David Favela, and today we're breaking down the key findings from the 2024 State of Latino Entrepreneurship Report by Stanford Graduate School of Business. I'll also be adding my own take on the biggest opportunity we're missing for future growth. Spoiler alert, Latino businesses are growing fast, leading industries and reshaping the economy. But challenges, especially access to funding, are still holding many back. So let's get into it. Did you know that if Latino entrepreneurs were their own economy, they'd rank as the 5th largest in the world? That's right. Latinos in the U.S. generated $3.6 trillion in economic activity in 2022, surpassing the GDPs of both the United Kingdom and India. More than just impressive stats, Latino-owned businesses, or LOBs, are fueling job creation, innovation, and economic expansion across every industry. But while the numbers are encouraging, there's still a long way to go when it comes to funding, visibility, and overcoming systemic barriers. So let's break it down. First, the good news. Latino-owned businesses are growing at record rates. In just 5 years, LOBs have grown by 44% in number, while white-owned businesses actually declined by 3%. We increased total revenue by 36%, generating $654 billion in 2022. We led industry growth, especially in arts and entertainment, construction, and transportation. And here's the wild stat. Without Latino entrepreneurs, the U.S. would have seen 0 net new business growth during the pandemic. That's how critical this community is to the economy. So what's the takeaway? Latino entrepreneurs don't just survive challenges, they adapt, innovate, and thrive. Second, the even better news is there's a massive pool of Latino talent working in industry and academia today. They're waiting to make a change. In the last 20 years, Latinos, and in particular Latinas, I see you, have made huge progress in advanced degrees. From 2000 to 2021, we've added nearly 2.5 million Latinos in the United States with advanced degrees, a significant increase since 2000. Latinos have seen the fastest growth in advanced degree attainment of any racial or ethnic group. The number of Latina women with graduate degrees increased by 300% between 2000 and 2021. Think of it this way. For the last 20 years, we've been growing the number of educated, experienced, and talented Latinos and Latinas in industry and academia. At no point in American history have Latinos ever been positioned for success like we are now. So what's holding us back? Despite our skills, work ethic, and entrepreneurial spirit, many Latino professionals hesitate to launch their startups due to several key barriers. Number 1, lack of entrepreneurial role models. Many Latino professionals don't see business ownership as a viable path simply because they lack examples of successful Latino entrepreneurs in their networks. Underrepresentation in startup ecosystems means fewer mentors, limited access to culturally relevant resources, and minimal exposure to best practices. Second, the education and resources for startups. Many Latinos excel in their respective industries, but they may lack formal training in business operations, finance, or scaling a company. Startup methodologies like lean startup and venture building strategies are not widely taught or practiced within Latino professional circles. Lastly, risk aversion and financial stability. Financial stability is a top priority for many Latino professionals, leading them to opt for secure corporate careers rather than uncertainties of entrepreneurship. First-generation professionals in particular often prioritize supporting their families over taking risks associated with launching a business. Unlocking this massive talent pool will take new thinking and new approaches, that take these challenges into consideration. But if we can get better at inspiring, training, and supporting these pre-founders, we can create a more effective employee-to-entrepreneur pipeline. Lastly, here's where the challenge gets real. For 10 straight years, data has shown that Latino entrepreneurs have struggled with funding. They are half as likely to receive full funding compared to white-owned businesses, 21 versus 40%. They're less likely to get a reason when denied funding, 51 versus 87% for white-owned businesses. And they're more likely to rely on personal savings, credit cards, and high-interest loans just to keep their businesses afloat. And here's a key stat. Funding challenges are often cited as the lowest moment in a Latino entrepreneur's journey. That's why improving access to capital isn't about business. It's about equity, transparency, and opportunity. So what can we do to keep this momentum going? Here are 3 things. We need programs that inspire and inform Latino pre-founders, helping them understand the opportunity of what a startup means and navigating the journey successfully. It's not easy to go from being an employee to an entrepreneur. Second, we need to train pre-founders on best startup practices. The first 5 steps in the lean startup process is not expensive, is not risky, and can help significantly to provide the focus and evidence needed to succeed. Lastly, we need to support Latino pre-founders. Exploring new technology and business idea on top of managing a career and family is not easy. We need to build programs that meet them where they are, which is off hours, convenient to their lifestyle, and surrounded by others who are inspired to do the same. Because when Latino entrepreneurs win, the entire economy wins. That's it for today's episode of the Latino Startup. If you found this episode insightful, subscribe, share, and leave a review. Let's keep this conversation going. If you'd like to join the movement, please go to thelatinostartup.com and sign up for future updates. Until next time, si se puede, mi gente.